Everybody, Ziv Simon here. I'm the creator of Surgical Master, and I just finished placing a lower molar implant, actually replacing a primary tooth. So it was a wide body by 11.5. And I wanted to show you the process of how we did that. First of all, I went into the surgery quite confident. Why confident? Because I planned the surgery, first of all, on my software. So I decided on the final position, I decided on the depth, I decided on the restorative axis, which you can see is a screw axis. I decided on the mesiodistal angulation. Basically, the final implant positioning was predetermined based on the CT scan and based on the model that I took. So very, very simple case, far away from the nerve and right in between the teeth to allow me to replace this tooth eventually with a molar crown. So I wanted to kind of show you the workflow of how this works. The patient comes in for a consultation. We make sure that he or she are a good candidate for the surgery. We get a CT scan, we get impressions. We plan this virtually, and then we order a surgical guide. So let's go into the operatory and let me show you. So the surgical guide would come first to the assistants. They would prepare it for the procedure. And then as the patient comes in, we're going to make sure that the guide is there, that we have the right inventory, the right implant for the case, and also a backup implant. Here's the implant inventory. So you know that you have, if you need to a rescue implant, you have implants that are maybe greater in diameter, smaller in diameter, greater in length, smaller in length, so you're prepared. So this is the operatory. This is my assistant, Patty. Patty, you can say hi.
Hello.
And Patty and Ashley just assisted me in placing, you can make this a little bit larger, Patty,
Sure.
and assisted me in placing this molar implant. You see, the original tooth was a primary tooth, and it's going to be now restoratively about a premolar and a half. So I felt comfortable, and I had the bone for it to place a wide diameter by 11.5 that will have great contact areas and great embrasure spaces. We also recorded this surgery with the 4K camera, which you're seeing right here. You see just the patient's beard, but all the surgery was recorded, and you can tell here it took 33 minutes. 33 minutes, okay? Part of it is just downtime of the patient waiting for the anesthetic to work and all of that. So literally, it took about, I would say about 15 minutes, 20 minutes of proper work. Patty's confirming here,
Yes.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the way the setup is, the patient is obviously sitting right here. I'm sitting at around 11, 12 o'clock. I have Ashley, we have one chairside assistant here, and then Patty is in charge of passing the instruments and the implants. So the motor is here, and everything is there. Do I have the surgical guide? Where's the surgical guide?
It's right in here.
Beautiful. So here's the surgical guide. I'm not going to touch it because it was just used. And this is the most precise and the most accurate way to place implants. There's just no way around it. Even if a case is seemingly simple, a lot of things can go wrong. If you pre-plan your cases, if you know that you know exactly where you want your implants to be, you can get a bullseye each and every time. You don't have to guess. It requires a little bit of planning and a commitment to doing this guided, and you can get a great result. I'm going to be talking about guided planning, the 6 blueprints of placing implants in the aesthetic zone in our upcoming training. You can check it out at surgicalmasterlive.com. You can go there right now, register for the training, and wait for it to start. It's starting actually very, very soon. I'm going to be talking and showing you cases like that, where I place an implant fully guided, create the osteotomy, make sure that I have the correct 3D positioning, and then I also place the implant fully guided through the guide, and that ensures that the implant ends up at its home. I call it the home. The home is the best place for an implant. In this training, you're going to learn about the 6 blueprints that you must know to master implant surgery. What are those 6 blueprints? You need to master extraction and bone grafting. So you have the ridges that you want, so you don't have to struggle with narrow implants, so you don't have to struggle with narrow ridges and do like repeat surgeries, right? We like to do surgeries, but we don't want to repeat them and do too many of them. You're going to be learning about the placement rules, so you are very precise and accurate with your placement. You'll learn about soft tissue grafting, the implant placement protocols, the uncovering, creating emergence profile, and how to create long-term success with the implant maintenance blueprints and the protocols and systems that we use here in our practice. Check out this training at surgicalmasterlive.com. This is Dr. Ziv Simon and Patty, my assistant. We look forward to seeing you in the training. Take care.